I've recovered now, but I want to share what happened when I broke my rib doing engine work on the boat. It's funny going back and watching myself. I just kept going, working through the pain. What was I thinking? Welcome to the engine room. It's very tight in here. That's my headroom, and this is the floor. The engine is mostly covered in plastic because of all the projects going on, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff for a wiring project, and I'm gonna try to get past all of that way down to a muffler in the bottom there, because I heard from a professional mechanic that he has rebuilt 150 sailboat engines for the same problem, which is that if you don't fully drain your exhaust system, then when the summers get really hot here in Guaymas, you get evaporation of the water, and then it condenses and rusts in your cylinder and rusts whatever cylinder was open. So I am going to try to get an arm. I don't even know if my arm is long enough, and it is an unknown wrench size that I'll need. Wish me luck. Here are my best guesses. In case anyone is wondering, no, a socket does not fit under there. Okay, none of those worked. I'm gonna just try vice grips. Hope I don't round off the corner of the nut too much. This is the problem, is doing it one-handed. I need to get a mirror. Oh, my ribs. Lying on a really sharp bit of steel wall. Oh, this really sucks. Ow, 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 ow. No, not working. I'm stuck. Just answer me this. How do men who are bigger than me, ow, do engine work on boats? Okay, regroup. Okay, something else on top of this ridge of steel. I didn't realize I was actually on top of the gym mat flooring, and it was still really hurting my ribs. So additional layer of rubber there, and this puppy. Ow! Dang, I hope I haven't cracked a rib. Why is that so painful? Ow! 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 No, the 22 milliliter isn't working. Oopsie. I don't know why I've been calling it a nut. It's a bolt that closes the bottom of the muffler. Let me go walk around the boatyard and see if anyone can come to my rescue. This is a European boat, and so I don't think anyone else is gonna have a 21 millimeter wrench, but maybe close enough. Our neighbor has a 7/8 wrench he's gonna look for. That's my favorite thing about the sailing community, is everyone helps each other out. Oh, 7/8 is too big. I was wrong. Luckily he gave me the size above and the size below. Oh, yes! We have liftoff. Okay, we have achieved finger loosening. Come on, baby. Well, oh, I'm glad I got that off. Goodness. Yeah, baby. Satisfying. Painful. Satisfying. I'll shop back the water out of there. Yay, that means having to clean all the toxic dust out of the shop vac. so that the water doesn't create sludge. You know, as long as I'm spilling fluids into the bilge, our transmission has an oil cooler that takes in the same water that's going to cool the engine. And it actually has, it's gotta be a drain plug right there. I just checked the manual, and you are supposed to drain that when you put the engine in storage. More wrench searching. Oh my god. Oh. Got it in one. It's coming. This is going much better than the one at the bottom. Woo! Okay then. There's actually like a rubber washer in between the bolt head and a nut. But what mates with the outside of the oil cooler is actually right there, not right there. So the rubber washer, as far as I can tell, doesn't do anything. And if you wanted any waterproofing, it should be right there. Look at that. I happen to have the exact same bolt. I don't have the exact same nut, but I actually have a locking nut. It's exactly the same as how many threads were there already. You never know when you're gonna need a rubber washer. This is why I keep boxes and boxes of little junk and parts and stuff. I might as well get the bilge a little cleaner while I'm in there. And I get to reach in with a handle instead of just my arm trying to get all the way down in there. Not perfect, but a little better than it was before. And last but not least, I'm collecting the bolts and putting them in a Ziploc bag, labeling it, and I'm gonna tie it. And that way, when it comes time to recommission the engine, I will remember that they need to be reinstalled. It's a beautiful night with the breeze blowing and Venus shining brightly. It's actually a crescent right now if you look with a zoom camera. It can go all the way through phases like the moon can because it's actually between us and the sun. I am in a lot of pain from the rib that I was slightly worried I cracked. It's a little hard to breathe, but I don't think you can do anything for cracked ribs, right? Last night was not super fun. Couldn't even roll over in bed, but I'm moving better today, so we'll take it one day at a time. About like a week ago, I started working my way back up to 10,000 steps a day, and that's going all right. I'm still not doing any a lot of sort of bending and lifting type of things, but here goes. I'm going to try running just for 5 minutes. And that actually would be a lot if I didn't already have a base layer of fitness from before the rib. When I started this whole health journey and never ran a step in my life practically, if you just start really slow, then you can work up to anything. On your mark, get set, let's try it. So far so good. It's actually not the rib that's the problem. Right now, all the other bits of me are like, what are we doing? Okay, that's good enough for today. I want to actually build up the muscles so they can stabilize joints so I don't, hi Osprey, so that I don't get a joint injury. But yay, okay, back in the saddle. And there you have it. I am doing much better now, but boy, a cracked rib is slow healing. For friends and family who must be wondering why everything on the boat takes so long, this was actually a good example. So to take out those 2 bolts took me 4 hours and a rib. And plus I had to spend time reading engine manuals and everything. So things just take forever, but all this physical and mental effort will hopefully keep me young. Onwards.